Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel where I show you how to turn your small business into a full-time income. Today we are going to be covering things I wish I heard before starting my small business. So let's get right into it. So I have a few things written out over here in front of me. So if you see me looking over here, that's because I'm looking at my iPad, okay? So the first thing is don't rush into it and take time to develop a product that you are obsessed with. This is very important advice that I wish I heard when I was first starting my business, because when I first started, fast fashion was a huge thing, websites like Fashion Nova, websites like Pretty Little Thing, they had hundreds and thousands of SKUs. So what I wanted to do was to just shoot my shot and launch as many sunglasses as possible and hope that one of them works out. I was in a rush to start. I was so excited about the business idea, and I saw a post the other day that said my toxic trait as an entrepreneur is having a new business idea and wanting to start it literally the moment of, and that is so true. That's what happens to me every single time. And when I first started my business, that's what happened. I was rushing into it. I just wanted to start, to be honest. So I didn't really think about the quality of my product. I didn't really think too much about the exact styles. I just picked what I liked. I didn't even think about my customer that I was targeting. I didn't think about what makes me different. And I'm gonna go into all of these things later on, but I definitely rushed into it at the beginning, and I would say don't do that. Take your time, even if it takes months, even if it takes a year, that's okay, but take your time to really know your business, know what you're about, come up with a very high quality product, something that you're obsessed with, something that you would use, and then launch your product. All right, and this takes me to my next point, which is don't start with too many SKUs. Again, as I said, when I was first starting out, fast fashion was a huge thing. Drop shipping was just up and coming, so everybody had so many SKUs on their website, and I thought that is the perfect way to start a new business. But that's actually not true, because when you're first starting out, especially with a lower budget, you want to put all of your efforts, all of your marketing efforts, all of your marketing budget into one product. You really want to focus on that one product and make it work and do all of the marketing for it, do the Facebook ads, do all of the TikTok content and the short videos and everything like that. Focus on just one product, and if that works, then you should come out with, whether it's different colors, different sizes, complementary products, or even a completely different product that maybe goes hand in hand with it. But first, just focus on one. And I always recommend this for Amazon FBA, is to only launch with one product rather than 5 or 6 different products. You don't want to divert your focus. You want to be laser focused on this one product so that you are 100 or 1000% in it. All right, next point is it's not about you, it's about your customer. And this, again, something, I mean, that's the title of this video, but that's something I wish I heard when I was first starting out, because it was all about me when I was first starting my business, especially when I was choosing the styles and choosing the colors. It was all things that I wanted, things that I loved, and I didn't really think about the customer. And because I was obsessed with sunglasses, I almost loved every single style, and it was as if I was shopping for myself. So for example, whenever the manufacturer would send their catalog of different styles that are coming out, I would choose whatever I liked, and I would do it as if I was shopping for myself. And I'd say, this is great, this is great, this is great. I'm going to order all of these, and of course the customers are going to love them. But that's actually not the case. You need to put yourself in your customer's shoes and see what can work with them, what can work with, in the case of sunglasses, for example, the most face shapes, you know, what is not too particular, so that you can attract the most amount of customers in this specific niche. So really put yourself in your customer's shoes. This is also very important when it comes to your marketing, when it comes to your branding, and when it comes to your social media channels, because everything that you post should also be interesting to your customer as well, and it should be beneficial. So a good rule of thumb to have is whenever you post, try to provide value with your post. You either want it to make the customer like your post, make them comment, or make them share it, or possibly save it. So really put yourself in the customer's shoes. It's not about you, it's about them. Alright, and the last piece of advice is, and I've kind of already touched on this at the very beginning of the video, but it's don't launch unless you know exactly what differentiates you and what makes you different. Because as soon as you know that one point that makes you different, you are literally going to focus your whole business on this one point. It's going to be so easy to market your product. It's going to be so easy to create content on social media, to create your website, because everything is revolving around this one statement. So really take your time and figure out what makes you different. So a post that I saw the other day is, in order to differentiate your product, you should either maximize or minimize on one feature. Meaning, for example, if you are coming out with, in my case, sunglasses, then these sunglasses can be the most eco-friendly, they can be the clearest, they can be the sturdiest, they can be the most flexible. So either maximizing or minimizing on one feature or one variable in your product, and this will be your statement. This will be your point of differentiation, and you can use this in so many different types of content. You can use this in your Facebook ads, you can use this on your website. So don't launch unless you know what makes you different. Alright, so I'm just gonna recap the points that we touched on. Number one, we said don't rush into launching your product. Make sure you're coming out with a product that you are obsessed with. Number two, we said don't start with too many SKUs. Try to keep it to one, but really focus on this one SKU and go 1000% in. Number three is it's not about you, it's about your customer. And number four is don't start unless you know what differentiates you. So hopefully these tips were helpful to you guys. Again, I wish I knew these tips before I started, but I speak from experience. It's been 3 years right now that I've had my business, and around 1 year that I've had my Amazon FBA business. So I feel like I've learned a lot along the way. I've made a lot of mistakes, I've taken a lot of courses, and I've really spent a lot of time trying to educate myself on this e-commerce world, because this is not what I studied in university. I'm not sure if they even have majors that are around e-commerce, which they should, but it's definitely not what I studied in university. Everything is self-taught, probably just like you and just like what you're doing right now. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Don't forget, I do have a course on how to start an Amazon FBA business. I'm going to link the course down below if you guys are interested to join, and I also have a free training that you can watch, and that shares a lot of tips and tricks with you guys as well, so you can actually walk away with that training with a lot of information that can be very valuable for your business. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.